KUAM TV8, home of the Milan Cortina Olympics. Coverage begins February 6th, 2026. KUAM TV8, home of Super Bowl 60, coming February 9th, 2026. KUAM News headlines are presented by Calvo's Insurance, protecting Micronesia for 85 years. Matson and the Adai Itano program. Apply at matson.com and McDonald's of Guam. I'm loving it.
Ahead on KUAM News Primetime.
Honored for years of service, 4 customs officers have been promoted, each of them taking on greater responsibilities at Guam's border. I'm Nevaeh Anderson with the story coming up.
And several members of a Guam-based military unit are awarded for staying sharp and keeping us safe from threats.
And the giving keeps on giving here at St. John's School in Upper Tumon, where students have organized their annual canned food drive to help those in need at the Haganya Soup Kitchen. And Mitsuki Hirayama with the story coming up.
Hafa and happy holidays, everybody. Broadcasting from the KUAM studios here in Harmon to all Guamanians all over the world. I'm Jason Salas. Thanks so much for watching. These are tonight's top stories. Well, our friends of Public Health tonight are reporting Guam's 5th confirmed case of whooping cough for the year 2025, with epidemiological investigations and contact tracing already underway to identify possible exposure sources. Now, health officials are urging the public to make sure that they are up to date on their vaccinations, as the disease commonly known as pertussis is highly contagious but vaccine-preventable respiratory illness that can cause severe coughing fits lasting several weeks, followed by the high-pitched whoop sound when breathing in. Public Health is warning the infection can be especially dangerous for infants, leading to serious complications, including pneumonia, dehydration, seizures, brain damage, and in some rare cases, life-threatening pauses in breathing. The agency is reminding parents and caregivers that DTaP and Tdap vaccines are provided through the Vaccines for Children program for eligible youth, and appointments can be made through both the Northern and Southern Regional Community Health Centers. If you have flu-like or whooping cough symptoms, please contact your primary care provider as officials continue efforts to prevent further spread and protect our island family. In other news tonight, last Friday, 4 Guam Customs and Quarantine Agency officers were honored with promotions to Customs and Quarantine Officer Level 3. A leadership rank that carries a greater responsibility in protecting our island's borders. The ceremony showcased their commitment to service, the trust placed in them by their agency, and the critical role that Customs plays in keeping Guam safe. This next story is with Nevaeh Anderson.
4 officers, Walter Gray, Jeremy Artero, Stephen Kitchichu, and Sheena San Nicholas, are now officially Customs and Quarantine. Customs Public Information Officer Alana Chargaloff-Fison says the promotion is more than a title.
The promotion to Officer 3 is a mark of trust. This role carries increased responsibility to lead operational teams and make effective decisions in cases with increased complexity and intensity, while striving to ensure proper enforcement of local and federal laws and regulations with a drive to uphold our agency's highest standards.
Officer 3s also serve as mentors within the agency, helping guide ethical conduct, promoting teamwork, and ensuring compliance that protects legitimate trade, commerce, and travel to our island. During the promotion ceremony, Director Ike Pareto highlighted the deep experience each officer brings, noting their work across every port of entry and their contributions to homeland security and biosecurity enforcement. He says these 4 officers have consistently led by example.
We are proud to know that each of the officers sitting before us today has proven to have valuable attributes and law enforcement capacity.
Lieutenant Governor Joshua Tenorio used the moment to acknowledge the families who support these officers, especially as many prepare to work through the Thanksgiving holiday.
Families, of course, are the foundation that our officers, our law enforcement officers, are able to really get to work and to be able to focus on their duties, to be able to be inspired to set aside some of the threats and harms and unknowns that they may encounter.
He reminded the newly promoted leaders that even in higher positions, the learning never stops, as new threats attempt to cross our borders every day. And Governor Lou Leon Guerrero emphasized that Customs remains the island's first line of defense, praising their service as essential to preserving Guam's safety, economy, and quality of life.
Your people are going to look up to you. You are going to be their role model. You are going to be their mentor. You are going to be the ones that continue on with the code of ethics and the values that you move forward to continue with the best standard of service from our customs and quarantine.
While Officer Walter Gray could not attend, the agency also celebrated his 17 years of service and his promotion alongside his fellow officers. With decades of experience now stepping into greater responsibility, customs leaders say Guam is safer because of officers like them answering the call. Nevaeh Anderson, KUAM News.
Speaking of dedicated service, several service members, including several citizen soldiers, were honored recently for their excellence and attention to detail in defending our skies from threats. Here now is their very well-deserved achievement in their own words.
John Stafford, Commander of Task Force Talon, and today we executed the Missile Defender of the Year ceremony for Guam to recognize 9 outstanding service members. 4 of them were from the Guam National Guard, who performed security duty around our site and include our countering U.S. mission. We also had 2 soldiers from our Echo 3 88 THAAD battery that do the defensive Guam mission using the THAAD capability get recognized. And then we had 2 soldiers from our task force headquarters that are in charge of training and certifying of the THAAD battery. And our final service member that was recognized today was a captain from the 36th Wing. He does a lot of joint integration with the task force when it comes to various exercises here on island. And so all these service members are just a great representation of all the fantastic soldiers and airmen that make Task Force Talon able to accomplish its defensive Guam mission.
Today, my name is Lieutenant Perez, and we were just recently awarded the Missile Defender of the Year award, presented to us by Ricky Ellison, who is a 3-time Super Bowl winner and the founder of the Missile Defense Advocacy Alliance. I just want to shout out to my family, my parents, my siblings, and my son Jamie. I'm really appreciative of this award, and I couldn't have done it without the soldiers behind me.
Guam is in a pivotal place to prevent a war with China. And we have to do everything we can to prevent a war with China, and we have to deter China from going to war. And the fundamental thing we have to do here is to be able to defend Guam. This is a great event. This is about winning and about winners and developing winners in the missile defense community of Guam. This is about bringing them together, rewarding them, giving them love and recognition for this vital mission for our country, for our nation, for our world, and for Guam. For the Golden Dome of America, and Guam is America.
And we want to thank our friends at the Guam National Guard for that video. Great job, guys. All right, please stay tuned. Quick break now, but we will be right back after this.
Half a day. As we gather with loved ones this Thanksgiving, may we all take a moment to reflect on the blessings in our lives and on the people who make those blessings possible.
This season reminds us how strong our community is when we pull together, when neighbors check in, families open their homes, and friends lend a hand when it matters most.
From those working long hours to provide for their families, to those volunteering quietly behind the scenes,
Thanksgiving isn't just about the food on the table. It's about the people around it. The laughter, the stories, the small moments that remind us how much we had to be thankful for.
That spirit of giving is what makes our island special, reminding us that even in busy or uncertain times, gratitude always connects us. May your Thanksgiving be filled with warmth, good food, and even better company. From our home to yours, and happy Thanksgiving, Guam!
This holiday season, the magic is near. In every aisle, it's crystal clear. From decor that dazzles, to toys that bring joy, to sweet little treats for each girl and boy. Lights that sparkle, gifts from the heart, it all comes together at Kmart.
Honey, do you want some milk?
Do you ever wonder how your favorite products make their way into your local stores? Most arrive on state-of-the-art Matson vessels that transport containers of food, household items, equipment, and supplies into the islands every week. Because we know that you depend on us, we work closely with our partners to ensure that our shipments arrive on time, all the time, so you can find your favorite products when you need them. We transport the region's most precious cargo that supports successful businesses and promotes a better quality of life for our families. Matson is proud to have been the hometown shipping carrier for Guam, the CNMI, and Micronesia for the past 25 years, and you can count on us to be here for generations to come.
Anything's possible.
College is possible. Retirement is possible. Adventure is possible. And so is saving for it all with our Bank Ohana Savings Special. Earn an interest rate of 3.25% for the first 90 days when you deposit $25,000 from another bank into a Bank Ohana Bonus Rate Savings Plus account. Requires a Bank Ohana checking account with an opening deposit of $500. So make your savings goals possible.
Anything's possible.
Reach your possible with Bank of Hawaii.
Prime time continues right now on KUAM, and the holiday shopping season is obviously around the corner. And while there are going to be steals at local shops, Black Friday and Cyber Monday, all carefully crafted to vie for your attention and purchases, there are some pint-sized business minds that are hard at work to give you some amazing value for your Christmas list. Success in business is usually seen as an elusive goal to chase only if you have years upon years of specialized training and education. And while marketing, product development, and salesmanship are good talents to possess, kids with ideas, if given the right tools and guided with positive motivation, can make their dreams come true and be as successful as the grown-ups.
Hi, my name is Sebastian. My business is Sebastian's Budget Stocking Stuffers.
Now, what's so special about your greeting cards? Remember your pitch?
Yeah, they have my original characters on it. I sell bookmarks, and my product is great because it helps people hold their pages.
I try to incorporate fun and my understanding into my business.
Just before the Thanksgiving weekend, the Nenpire Startup Project for Youth Entrepreneurship held its fourth and final workshop, putting final touches on their product and pitch ideas for these young business leaders.
And I think this is a cool opportunity for them to think outside the box and not be so square about what they want to do every day, right? Like they get to decide something that they want to create, and they have all the tools to create it. And I think that's a jump start in life.
And a team of adults who've demonstrated their ability to capitalize on opportunities served as mentors, sharing their own feedback and encouragement on building, selling, winning, and most importantly, having fun.
These kids are amazing. They have wonderful ideas. I love seeing each step of their initial ideas, that creative spark. Their interest in the beginning, it grows and grows and grows. They learn about how to really make it come to life, how to make a true business, how to make money.
Yeah.
It's the cool part is that they follow through all the way to the end where they can actually sell these things, they can meet customers, they can build clientele, and they gain confidence doing it the whole time. They learn how to do it so that if they want to do it on their own, they have all the tools they need.
Yeah, the tools, yeah, the bag is full.
So with 2 weeks remaining until they showcase their goods at the Nenny Market at the Micronesia Mall, these dynamos are excited to exhibit the result of their hard work right before the holiday season. They invite you to visit their storefronts, and they want to earn your business as a customer.
It was inspiring. I think the cool thing is that these kids have ideas that you can't teach, and that's the best part, is that they're bringing something that just they want to do.
See you on December 6th!
Absolutely outstanding event there by my friend, the maestro, Ernest Choco. Great job, everybody, putting that together. All right, leading up to the Thanksgiving holiday later on this week, we've been sharing with you some quick and delicious recipes to show off at your luncheon or your potluck. Now get ready to anchor your Thanksgiving.
Get ready to cook, create, and celebrate with Anchor, making every Thanksgiving moment special.
Howdy guys, welcome back to another episode of Anchor Your Thanksgiving. I'm Vic.
And I'm Shaylee.
Thanks for joining me, Shay.
Yeah.
So today we're making leftover Thanksgiving, wait for it, pie, wait for it, milkshake.
Ooh.
First up, we need a slice of pie. Shay, can you give us a slice of pie?
Perfect.
Then we need a scoop of ice cream. 2 scoops. 2 scoops of ice cream. One. All right, and now we need a half a cup of milk, and we're using Anchor milk.
And 2% or whole milk works best.
Ooh, look at that bad boy. Gee. Now we blend. Do it. Do it. Oh, that smells good.
It's fine if your milkshake's a little chunky, right?
All right, so now that we have this all blended up and ready to go, before we pour it into the glass, we gotta make our glass look pretty nice and yummy.
Yeah, we're making a bunch for our friends.
Okay, let me grab one.
That. So you want this mug?
I'll grab this mug. Oh, okay. Look at that. It's looking like Thanksgiving. Hey, look at that. And now we scoop. Ready? Okay. Ooh. Oh,
that looks
yeah.
delicious.
Oh, yeah,
Ooh.
boy.
And now, the best part.
Oh, look at that.
And there you go.
That's some 5-star stuff.
Ooh. There you go. Okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try the pumpkin pie first.
Okay, the pumpkin pie first with the whipped cream. Okay, cheers.
Cheers.
Mm. Yo, that's fire.
Mm-hmm.
So fire is spilled all everywhere. Wow, Shay, again, thank you so much.
Thank you.
What a way to wrap up Thanksgiving this season. I'm excited. Guys, make sure don't let your leftovers go to waste. Put it to good use. Make a good treat out of it. That's pretty much wraps up Anchor Your Thanksgiving. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.
Bye.
Happy holidays.
And when you're grabbing your ingredients, you can join the Anchor Staycation Holiday Giveaway from November 14th to January 18th. Purchasing any 2 Anchor products, milk, butter, or cream will get you an entry form.
You could win a 2-night family staycation for 4 at Pacific Island Clubs Guam with water park passes, a dinner buffet for 2 at Casa Oceano at the Supaki Tower, or one of 3 $100 Kmart gift certificates. So stock up on Anchor and enter for your chance to win.
Get ready to cook, create, and celebrate with Anchor, making every Thanksgiving moment special.
Now for a look at your world at home.
Here's a look right off the boat landing dock at Maurizo Pier with some paddlers.
Tangy pickles, slivered onions, tender pork covered in our delicious barbecue sauce, and topped on a home-style bun. Behold, the McRib. It's not just a sandwich, it's an experience altogether. The McRib returns. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Is your child having difficulty walking, talking, playing and learning like other children?
As parents, we ask ourselves, what should I be doing? If you are worried about your child's development, the Guam Early Learning Council is here to help. Simply dial 311 Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m., excluding holidays, to get resources and valuable information.
The pathway wasn't always there for us. We always looked up to these countries and said, you know, maybe not in my lifetime we'll see Guam able to compete at this level, but once the pathway opened up, we had to learn very quickly what it's going to take to compete at this level.
Yeah. Coming in, flex. I just wanna win, LA BB, who we running with, 2, 2, 3, 3, I'm on 10 again.
So Guam, you know, it's funny. Anytime someone realized I played for a national team, I asked them, you know, do you know about Guam? And a lot of them say no. A lot of them probably act like they do, but they don't. And so, you know, I just tell them we're a small island out in the Pacific. You know, just way out there. Like, I'm from California, and it takes me over 10 hours to get there. Basketball is growing. You know, it's been something we've really been pushing the last few years, and obviously, you know, with us at this level, we're continuing to push that culture. And yeah, I feel like we're at a good spot right now.
Basketball's been huge on Guam for generations. And I grew up in a basketball family, and in Guam, you know, as a kid, our goal is always just to be one of the best of the Pacific Islands. We play against other islands all the way from Fiji to Samoa to some of the neighboring islands around Micronesia, where Guam is located. About 2015, when I became the head coach of the national team, FIBA opened up a pathway, which was a new opportunity for us to advance to a higher level in Oceania and in Asia. And we were excited. We're very fortunate that we had a good pool of talent. And so we got to work and we're able to make the pre-qualifiers, and we won all our pre-qualifier games and eventually moved to the qualifiers, and the rest is history.
First debut, never made it to this level. This is the highest that Guam basketball has ever been at. And you know, we don't want to stop here, but just the qualifications, the road leading to this it was long, it was tough, it was very difficult. You know, even the most recent window, when we had to play Mongolia, they gave us, you know, a really good run for our money. You know, got paired with Japan and China in that group as well. Obviously, very respected, difficult teams. So, you know, we fought, we gave everything we had just to get to this point. And so we don't take any of this for granted, because we know it took a long time and we had to play some really good teams to get here.
Are proud to represent Guam and especially at this level of international sports. And when we made it to the qualifiers, we just did our best, and we barely qualified for the Asia Cup, but it doesn't matter. As long as we make it here, we get an opportunity to be amongst these powerhouses of basketball and really learn from this experience. So at the end of the day, we're very grateful to be here, but at the same time, we wanted to make sure that we prove to the basketball world that we belong at this level, and we want to continue playing against the best and doing the best that we can do.
Big bags coming, coming in, flex. I just wanna win, LA BB, who we running with, 2, 2, 3, 3, I'm on 10 again. Pump up the action.
We get this win, and we accomplish a milestone that we've never done, which
Just come to the PBH Club and get away.
Broke if you ask it. Don't gotta sell them, mostly all is flawless. Broken whips as long as it is foreign. Heard you want it cause the yam's enormous. What's an ass if she isn't gorgeous?
Calvo Select Care's comprehensive medical provider network offers our members choice and access to quality facilities locally in Asia, Hawaii, and the continental United States. We provide our members several wellness programs and healthy options to improve their overall health status. Calvo Select Care, healthcare that's always there for you. Federal employees and annuitants, enroll today.
Now it pays to spread the Better Together experience. With our brand new referral program, you can earn up to $150 in account credits for every referral you bring in. That's right, family, neighbors, friends, even your coworkers. Just pass them your account name and account number. When they sign up for Docomo Pacific service and drop your info, cha-ching! Credit applied. So spread the word and start stacking those savings. Additional conditions may apply. Docomo Pacific, we're better together.
Tender love and care.
Did we invent crispy chicken? Nah, we just put it where it belongs, inside burritos and tacos, obviously. Extra saucy. 2 strips, huh? Look at that. Overachieving? Sure. Did you ask for it? No, but we did it anyway. Crispy chicken from Taco Bell, a brand new classic. You're welcome.
Giving Every Tuesday is brought to you by Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, One Love.
Half a day, we're here at St. John's School in Upper Tumon, where the campus is sponsoring a canned food drive for the local soup kitchen in Hagåtña. Could we just introduce yourself, ladies?
I'm Jennifer, a senior at St. John's School.
And I'm Amaya, also a senior at St. John's School.
And Jennifer and Amaya, tell me a little bit more about this canned food drive that you guys have been doing every single year.
So every year, St. John's does a canned food drive for Thanksgiving, and it starts from the beginning of November until the end. And then at the end, we will collect the canned food, and then we'll donate it to the Hagåtña Soup Kitchen.
Yes, and then at the soup kitchen, they are put into these little goodie bags, and they're given out to the homeless people, and that will last them throughout Sundays where they don't get any hot meals, and then it'll hold them over until they have the next opportunity to eat a hot meal.
We collect cans from every grade level, from elementary to middle school to high school, and this way we hope to give to the Hagåtña Soup Kitchen.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, and I see in the flyer that your goal is to collect 2,000 canned goods, right?
Yes, so we are collecting until the end of this week, so I'm hoping we get a couple more cans so we hit our goal, but it looks like we are getting pretty close.
Yeah, and these ladies were telling me that this is something that they do every single year for Thanksgiving. And tell me a little bit more about why is it so important for you two, both as individuals or as students, to take part in an initiative like this?
Well, this allows for the whole St. John's community, especially the students, to give back to our community as well.
Yeah, and for you?
Yes, I think it first and foremost is a really good way to get lower school into the idea of giving back to the community and really kind of being thankful for what they have, but also knowing that they can give to people who don't have everything that they have.
What do you hope people take away from this initiative?
Well, I hope that this inspires people to give back to their community and just help out in general.
I really hope people just become really grateful for what they have, and they're really appreciative for the things that they're able to have, and then also that they do have the ability to give back to others who don't have and are not as privileged as they are. So really it's a time of being grateful, but also a time of giving to those who are less fortunate.
For now, these students will continue to collect these donations up until November 26th, and they'll distribute them by December 6th in Kusinan, Camelin, Caridad, and Hagåtña, so no one goes hungry this holiday season. For now, I'm Mitsuki Hirayama reporting for KUAM News in Upper Tumon.
Giving Every Tuesday is brought to you by Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, One Love. News Bites is brought to you by Docomo Pacific Better Together, Fresco Clothing, original custom design apparel of Guam and the Marianas, and the Guam Army National Guard. Live here, serve here.
Okay, everybody, time for News Bites. I have some really, really cool island events to tell you about. What do we got first? Hey, GCC Holiday Bazaar, right? Can we please go back to calling them the tradesmen? Please, Santa, can you make that happen this year? Okay, well, we'll get to that in about a month, all right? As for right now, November 28th, we have the Holiday Bazaar over there at the Manginilao campus in the multipurpose auditorium. You can help, right? Vendor fees are going to help scholarships. These are teaching kids about trades, about the sciences, about being an effective member of our island's workforce. And hey, I am all about what GCC is doing, and the Holiday Bazaar is amazing, and they always put on a good show. Shout out to everybody at GCC. The Hope Camp is something that is going to teach you to be your very, very best if you are a male or female athlete and you are within the high school age range. Make sure to check it out because Coach John Diaz and Coach Chad Ike, actually it's more than, right? Boys and girls 10 to 18, right? Coach John and Coach mentally strong, physically strong, and also be a good sportsman. That's the best, most important thing. And the Jingle Bell Run is coming up, everybody, so let's make sure to get these incredibly amazing shirts that are worth their weight in gold, right? Look at that on the lower left hand of your screen. That's incredible. And it's going to go to a very, very good cause because proceeds benefit our friends at Guam Cancer Care. It is on the 14th. It is a 5K and a 2K, and it is over at the Leo Palace. It is also awesome. And it is time for birthdays. Let's do that.
One day closer to Turkey Day, everybody, but this 25th of November is a happy birthday for Ashton Zacharias. Happy Big 5 birthday to our son, a future fighter jet pilot. Hey, that's awesome, Ashton. We hope that it's filled with all things, and may God bless and protect you always. We are so grateful, your family says, and blessed to be sharing this life with you. We love you, says a very, very proud mommy, daddy, and brobo. Hey, and we can't wait to see you fly those fighter jets, Ashton. Happy birthday. Want to wish your special someone a happy birthday? Just click the QR code here on your screen or email birthdayclub@kuam.com.
And I'm super jealous. Ashton got to go to Universal Studios. That's amazing. All right, everybody, the holiday season is, of course, upon us. So please, let's be excellent to each other. Half a day and happy holidays. I'm Jason Salas, and we'll see you next time.
Health, Home, and Lifestyle is brought to you by the Medical City, your trusted partner in health.
Half a day, everybody. I'm Jason Salas here at Kmart, and I have my friends and my family members for the KUAM Care Force, and we are raising money to help take care of our community for Giving Tuesday. We are here each and every Tuesday throughout the month of November, and with your generous donations, we are going to help people in our community who are struggling right now, going through like a lot of stuff. So thank you for all of your contributions, and we are here each and every Tuesday from 12 to 2. So please come by, make a donation, come hang out with us because we are doing good work in our community right now. But for Health, Home, and Lifestyle, we got a really good show for you this week. Here's what we have.
House to Home, presented by Remax Diamond Realty.
Half a day and happy holidays, everybody. It is a wonderful time, and Liz and Gina are here. By the way, happy belated birthday, Liz.
Thank you. Thank you. Sweet 16 all over again.
That's right. Everybody.
It's only a number.
There you go. And we hope you had a wonderful birthday weekend last weekend. And Gina, we hope you are doing wonderful. And thank you for adorning your office with that wonderful sentiment over your left shoulder.
Give thanks.
Give thanks with a grateful heart. I'm sure somebody wrote. I'm sure I've read that somewhere before.
It's the season.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Okay. Okay, so when we talk about like giving thanks, we can play with that theme here in this week's episode. But what are you thankful for in terms of the market, in terms of like professionalism? I mean, it may seem like a little bit cliche, but I mean there is a lot to be thankful for, like about the market, especially coming off those years when we had to deal like with COVID and everything.
I think when we give thanks, I like to give thanks for family and friends, and of course all the people that we've helped over the many years. Many of them have become friends and family. Gina and I have over 30 years worth. If you put us together, Gina, how many years? 50, 60 years in terms of the time we've spent.
Well, that doesn't make sense because you just said we're all 16, so.
Way more than that. So
yes.
It's been a while.
I mean, and I grew up in it, but at least for me, first of all, is thanks for the family, our team, our staff, all the help and support along, the many years. But every year it's time to give thanks for all the people that helped and supported. So
how about you, Gina? Because you always say that, I mean, you're a business leader, the work that you do professionally and with the organizations you're involved with. And there have been many of them over the years, but at your core, you still say you're a woman of faith.
Oh, absolutely. It all starts with that, Jason. This give thanks, we just did a video for Thanksgiving, and Liz and I have the same philosophy. Every day is a season to give thanks. It isn't just Thanksgiving or Christmas or Easter or your birthday. Every single day, we're grateful. We're grateful that we get to work with our customers. We're grateful, of course, for our faith. Liz and I see things the same way as far as that's concerned. We believe that everything starts there with our faith. And the things that we've been, really trying to focus our attention on has been not just servicing our clients and our customers that come to us, but we've also been trying to spend our time with the community. What can we do to change the laws that govern real estate, to impact the policy that governs real estate so that it's better for our clients out there? Whether it benefits us or not doesn't really matter. It's more about being able to help out with the community. And so, we're really thankful that we were able to get the legislature to sponsor some bills. And we have some bills that we still have in our mind that is going to make an impact. And we are grateful that we're going to be able to do something with that come the new year. I think it's part of our responsibility to contribute our talent where that's concerned, to make a difference in the community.
And I think it's amazing, ladies, that, even though you guys have been doing this, rounding up more or less like 30 years each, right? Even though you get involved like at a higher level these days, like Gina just said, with the governing dynamics of the real estate industry and with the particularities of the local market, and then, running your own agency, you guys still hustle and you guys still get out there and like show properties. And we mention it all the time. Gina joined us literally from the jungle a few weeks ago.
Yes. And, the other thing I want to bring up is not part of our service, of course, is giving back. And Gina and I are active with Children's Arc, which is a nonprofit organization.
Yes.
We do fundraising and different activities to help children and families in need who are requiring medical attention. That's one of the organizations we're both active in. And the other one is Inafamaulik, which is a mediation group. And by the way, Weddingale School actually celebrated 25 years worth of the students being trained to do peer mediation within the schools. And that's another effort that Gina and I have been involved in, mediating different cases, training children and adults. We just did a class just last week, certifying mediators, because we need more mediators with our organization. So I want to give thanks and a shout out to all these people that have volunteered their time to come in and mediate different miscellaneous cases. So again, that's part of our giving back. And just recently, I just want to thank the businesses that voted for me for the Chamber of Commerce. Now one of the directors, for 3 years. It's something I didn't plan on. I was asked to run, but again, giving thanks, because that's another way for us to give back.
Now, for a limited time, get our largest pizza at our lowest price. Just $9.99 for our classic New York-style pizza. It's 30% larger than our large, and at only $9.99 for carryout. Don't wait. Order now at your Island Pizza Hut.
So when it comes to like working with the market, let's look ahead maybe to 2026. How do you think, and what predictions are you going to make about how we have to listen to what might happen with the expansion of military facilities, about, like changing shifts in the price of housing, like an expected surge in commercial development, or as we've seen like in like the past week or so, a long time incumbent retail partner and a very, very big piece of property like DFS, basically they're saying they're going to shut it down.
That's right. The market is shifting in terms of the commercial aspect. And part of that market had to do with tourism. Since tourism is down, of course, that part of the market has dropped. But with Gina and myself, our market in the real estate side is picking up. The interest rates have dropped. And as a result, we've been advocating for people to get pre-qualified, get ready, because once the interest rate starts to drop, then there'll be a flurry of activity for people to try to get in and start purchasing homes. There's still a shortage, but we're encouraging developers. This is the time to get ready and start building. Prices aren't going to drop. People say, well, are there foreclosed properties? Not really. There's a demand for homes, and people are picking up even the lower price properties and doing renovation work on them. So there's quite a bit of activity, and we're looking forward to helping more families find homes.
Without like maybe making a hard prediction, Liz and Gina, I'm interested in saying, and by no means are we saying, even attempting to say that, like, DFS leaving. I mean, obviously that is a big blow to the island's economy. Hey, my dad worked there for like 13 years. He was in charge of human resources. I spent 3 summers working in the warehouse. I've got great memories about that. But when they vacate that building, it's a very unique structure. And that building was made for the T Galleria to be a luxury retail storefront. And then you had, like, at the time, was it Planet Hollywood was on the other side. They have that bus depot for receiving visitors and everything. Do you have any idea what kind of tenant would then occupy that? Because at the same time, it's tragic that they'll be leaving, but that's also an opportunity for somebody who wants to come in and then acquire that space.
Well, yeah, absolutely. These big spaces like at GPO, the Chuck E. Cheese space, these spaces are difficult to fill. And you can't, me personally, if I own the buildings, I wouldn't just put anybody in there, because if you don't believe that that business is going to succeed and you put them in there and they fail again, it's not good for the landlords. It's not good for the tenants, but it's also not good for the landlords. You don't want to have a building where you continuously have people in and out. It doesn't create good synergy for your complex. I think I was listening to a speech that the chamber was giving the other day, and they were basically looking to the government and saying, these businesses that are closing down, and I personally have the same feeling. The government of Guam has a responsibility to look out into the community. GovGuam is not there to support GovGuam. GovGuam is there to support our business. And I heard Hard Rock is closing down. How many employees are going to be out of a job? The government needs to start realizing that their main activity here is also to help the businesses succeed.
Interesting that you bring that up too, Gina, because literally right across the street from the T Galleria, is the Hard Rock facility. And I mean, can you think in terms of, and we say in business, like location is the most valuable aspect of, of your facilities, but right smack dab in the middle of, and they were kind of like the linchpins of that concept when they put it up in, like, what, 97, 98, 99 of Pleasure Island. And someone's going to have to fill that space.
Yeah, but what business will come out here? Remember, there has been a number of businesses who wanted to relocate, but after they found out there were issues with the permitting process, with the infrastructure, different issues that cropped up when they were trying to relocate. And, if we had a simpler processing and the government's assisting, and these businesses relocate to Guam, that'll be terrific. But instead, they go somewhere else because they encountered roadblocks in the process. So there's got to be a brainstorming process within the government to try to encourage this. And as these businesses leave, as Gina put it, there's unemployment. There's more unemployment. Now, I know in the different areas, it's difficult to get employees. So maybe through this process, some of these employees will shift into the much needed areas like the restaurant business, the hotel business, and start to fill in the much needed areas. So, Gina and I are always optimistic, but it's always about problem solving. So here's an issue. How do we handle it? What are the solutions? And I mean, we do that. It's part of our survival in the private sector. So the government has to get involved as well. How do we fix the problem?
Mm-hmm.
Yep,
and would you say, since we're talking about like the spirit of Thanksgiving, Gina, and like being able to look back on what we have and be appreciative of that and everything, like as we move forward to what might be challenging times that are going to require us to be like a lot more creative, a lot more purse tightening, even though we've talked about that. How much more can you tighten the purse? How many more furloughs and layoffs can you implement and everything? There are still things to be thankful for, and there are ways that we can thrive. I mean, it's not all doom and gloom.
No, it's absolutely not doom and gloom, but these are realities. This isn't about, we're absolutely optimistic about the market, but in order to be optimistic, you have to identify what the issues are and fix them in advance as much as you can. Some of these things we're not going to be able to fix. They're beyond our Guam market. So absolutely, some of these things cannot be fixed no matter how hard we try. But we can put things in order so we're walking towards a more successful 2026. And Liz is correct. We have to brainstorm. This is not just about the government. This is not just about the private sector. This is more about our partnership. There's so many people in the private sector who are willing to contribute their talent and share our ideas with the government. And hopefully we can find people in the government that are willing to put in their talent and move us in the right direction. And so maybe next week we could talk about what direction is that, because we have ideas.
I was gonna say, like, if you take a look at the calendar and maybe skip ahead almost exactly a year and a week, let's say 53 years from now, Guamanians are gonna have to make some very, very big decisions about the future of the island, both at the administrative and senatorial level.
That's right. But as Gina put it, it's got to be a collaborative effort. We've always talked about that. In fact, I used to joke with a lot of not joke, but I was really serious, that with a lot of the businessmen out there to run for office to help correct whatever issues we have. Because from the business standpoint, it's all about survival, coming up with solutions and fixing the problem, or else we go out of business. In the government sector, we want to try to kind of look at that in the same way, collaborate to see, okay, where the issues are and how can we correct it and how can we put our heads together to fix the problems. So it's not about the private sector alone. It's not about the government. It's about the community. What do we need to help our community?
And there is an interesting thing, because how do you actually get, say some people that are very, very good, tenured, experienced, naturally gifted, and like really hardworking business people. And if you were to put them in positions of policymaking, how do you do that for the benefit of the government without, essentially weakening the private sector because they're no longer in that seat?
I'm thinking rather than putting them in position, it's putting them on the table, sitting at the table to help come up with solutions to the issue.
We throw around the word public-private partnership so much. It's like, I think people have lost sight of how important that is and like how beneficial that could be.
But if you're sitting at a table and you're adding, if you have a certain groups of people with the expertise.
House to Home, presented by RE/MAX Diamond Realty.
Guam's auto appearance specialist, Elegant Reflections, has been providing the automotive industry with professional detailing and car care products at its highest quality, from complete detailing, full interior detailing, exterior detailing, headlamp restoration, hand washing, seat and carpet shampoo, engine degreasing, undercarriage cleaning, paint sealant, fabric protection, paint oxidation removal, and so much more. Visit us at our new location. Call 646-5555 for an appointment. Elegant Reflections, Guam's auto appearance specialist, over 20 years of experience.
Go on a journey to discover true health and wellness. At the Medical City, we bring you expert care, cutting-edge treatments, and personalized wellness programs. From wellness checkups to relaxation retreats, nurture your well-being in a place of healing. Explore the Philippines. Experience the Medical City.
Weekly Renewal is brought to you by Calvo Select Care.
Half a day, I'm Claire Calvo, bringing you your weekly renewal. Today, I am joined by Pat Texa and Clarissa Torres. Half a day, ladies.
Half a day.
Thank you so much for being here and sharing with the island structural integration. So I know most people have no idea what that is. What's that?
Well, it's a type of body work done on a table like massage, but its goals are to improve function and posture. Okay. Developed by a woman named Ida Rolfe, and often known as Rolfing rather than structural integration. Yes. But anything that's structural integration was developed from her work.
I did not know that. Okay.
There's lots of other therapies, Heller work, soma therapy. There's a fellow in Maine who calls his kinesis. So there's lots of other.
Okay. And what exactly, like for someone who's just hearing anything like fascia or, alignment, what exactly does that work entail?
Okay. Ida Rolfe developed a system of 10 sessions that works through the body. The first one would be work around the lungs, rib cage and lungs. She said we had to free the breath. The second one would be work with the feet, because that's your foundation. 3 is the outside line of the body. 4 is the inside of the legs and the more medial line through the body. 5 is the front of the body. Okay. We generally work up the front because most people are leaning forward. And then we work down the back in number 6. 7 is the neck and head. And you need to work a lot in the lower to get the neck and head in place.
So starting from the foundation,
yes, building up. 8, 9, and 10 are kind of integration and things you missed the first time.
So would you say it's a hands-on? So is it all just the structural, the physical aspect of the body, or is it also working in any kind of like meridians or energy?
Well, it's all related. It's all related, and there's. The energy stuff is there. Yeah. And sometimes there's heat releases people have, and all of that.
Yeah.
Sometimes there's emotional releases too that happen. Yes, there can be emotional releases, because your body holds trauma, and so if there was a trauma, your muscles have memory of that.
Right.
And
muscle memory. Yeah.
Muscle memory.
Yeah.
And it's whole body. And also the fascia is one we work a lot with the fascia, which is that white filmy stuff when you cut up a chicken, that white filmy stuff, and it wraps all of our organs, our blood vessels, muscles.
That's such an excellent way to explain it. I've always found it hard to explain, well, what is fascia? Okay, yeah.
Including the brain. So we used to joke in class that we'd Rolfe the body and Rolfe the brain too. And I've recently learned some new techniques with the head that are really helpful to bring that.
So you said class. So I know that you certified Clarissa, right?
Yes.
And so you're basically you're at that level of, I guess, a master practitioner where you're able to certify others. Can I ask you, Clarissa, what inspired you to venture down this specific path of body work and
so
energy work?
body work